Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 43rd episode of World Trigger. So, last episode, what happened? Well, we met a new character, Murakami Ko, who has enhanced sleep learning, I want to say it's called. So yeah, he was able to figure out how to deal with Yuma's, grasshopper fighting style. So, that's a problem because he's part of one of the two teams you're going to be facing in their next battles, Suzunari 1 and Nasu. So, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. We haven't got as much with Nasu squad yet. We just had our brief Yoko's conversation with Jean. We haven't got much of that. Maybe we'll get more of that this episode. But yeah, will be interesting to see how Yuma handles things in the next match. So let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I'm so sick of this. I can't even pretend to not be. At least now it's just stuff that happened last episode, and not at the beginning of the series. It's hard to say, but it's not looking great right now. So we are gonna get more of Nasu's squad. Cool. I want that. Nah, Murakami. Yeah, it wasn't a good idea, but he did it anyway. I bet it is. It's probably why the one attacker quit being an attacker. Generally. So the one kid that shouldn't get in trouble for sleeping in class. Okay. 6-4. So it was close. No need to mention that part. It was not a smart move, no. But was it worth it, though? Which means trouble. Which, exactly. That was mentioned before. Our weakness. You do that, Mikumo. Okay, so we are gonna get into this, maybe. Not true? And before I knew it, he was better. That makes sense. It would be very disheartening. Yep. Come on, I want some Nasu. But I guess we're getting more Suzunari. Black Wolf. Don't underestimate Yuma. He definitely will. Yeah. Daiichi Betsuyaku. That's a name. Well, that didn't work. I guess these are Suzunari problems. Cone-chan. Are you kidding me, dude? Stop touching things. Whose is it, though? Stop letting him touch things. I guess that's something. Oh, here we go. No kidding. Yeah, it's safe to say, yeah. Rei Nasu, obviously leader. Yeah, that's also impressive. Well, she helps, that's what matters. Huh. Unfortunate. All this strategizing. Akane-chan? uh... Well, we got to see Nasu Squad, so that's cool. Yeah, I was actually thinking something similar. Of course, have you met Mikomo? Yeah, it's a little bit late. Yuma doesn't sleep, does he? Yeah. Yeah, kind of reminds me a little bit of a Fullmetal Alchemist, you know? Yeah, we know. Miwa always looking so angry. That's always good. It would suck if people died when they were killed. Yeah. It would be cool if Yuma could just learn, you know, a decent amount of stuff about his father from coming here. You'll get over it. Lots of face. But, oh, well, that kind of sucks. Really? Okay, yeah, I guess Sakuraka would have that. Wow. That's a little bit weird, but okay. Savage. Everybody has their own thing, I guess. I'd like to borrow some of your recordings. Where's the stuff, girl? Suo versus Arafune, yeah. What are we? This girl. It's not a bad trade. It's a weird trade, but not a bad one. Round 3. Opening, yes. I predicted that almost exactly. Almost perfectly. But yeah, we're building up to our match between Tamakoma 2, Suzunari 1, I think it was, and Nasu. Nasu, I think they said they had the right to choose a stage, which is cool. I'm definitely worried though, because they apparently don't have a great track record against. I think this didn't have a good track record against Suzunari, but I don't know. They mentioned a bunch of groups, and they got some stuff mixed up. They talked about Sumo Squad for a bit. They talked about, I think, Arafune a little bit. So yeah. I'll admit I was kind of dozing out just a bit when I just kind of sit there and watch people strategize calmly. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. Huh, flashback, okay. So I guess we're gonna get into the, okay. Have you been bullied? Is that really what got him that upset? Uh... And now he gets his tragic backstory untold. Uh... Well, what do you say to him to make him feel better? Because I can't think of anything. At the very least, he doesn't want people to think it was Ko. Fair enough, but uh, I guess so. Uh, why? So he stopped crying? Uh, uh, this is pretty funny. He's just trying so hard. Uh. That is a possibility. Yeah, the stronger we are, the better. Yeah, not so obviously talked about this. That's always a good first step. And transformation time. she she looks so unexcited about transforming. Looking good. A riverbank. Smart advice. Yeah, well, of course she's a Kane, because she has red hair. I'd expect nothing else. I shifted my emotional gear. Kuma. I think I'll call it that too. You can't eat while doing commentary. People will yell at you for that. But it's nice to have them both on there, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's not too bad. You got an opinion on this? Angrily taking his food. Oh, okay. That's a lot worse than it sounded. You could have mentioned that before. Well, crossing the river's not a cakewalk anymore. I don't. Pretty sure you mentioned that earlier in the show. Like, way earlier. Of course. Yeah, Yuma couldn't do that. Yeah, it's an interesting contrast. Sleepy versus awakey. Yeah, he would have a dream like that. uh... Yeah, okay. You need to watch the preview. Well, that was the 43rd episode of World Trigger. I felt like I struggled more than usual to really give commentary or just react in general to this. Because not a lot really happened with the episode, you know? We had our squads discussing strategy, which you kind of have to do before a big battle like this, so it makes sense, especially Nazu's squad, who actually are the ones that get to choose the environment and all that good stuff, so definitely have to have some time for them. We had them discussing, you know, the teams, you know, the various teams' accomplishments before, like, how they've dealt with them in the past, you know, it's all sorts of stuff like that, you know. It's kind of all just a blur, mostly, but that's what they were discussing, because Suwa Squad apparently was able to deal with Murakami, and they were curious about that, because Murakami's their opponent now, so they talked about that. So, clearly you can beat Murakami, but the thing about Murakami is that he obviously can sleep and learn things, but that's why you have to like bring something new to the table when you fight him, like come up with a secret strategy to use. That's probably your best chance to deal with somebody with enhanced sleep learning. But yeah, Nazi Squad. It's cool to have we have an all-female team now, you know. So that's something I'm happy about. Of course, the leader that's like spends a lot of time in bed. She kind of reminds me a lot of what was her name? Uzura, I don't know. The one archer chick from Rant 6 that led the Ice Flame organization for any of you out there that actually played that game. But yeah, she reminded me of that because of the overall character design, and she seems like the more sickly type, so definitely reminded me of that. Which I can actually remember her name better than that, but, you know. But she's the leader of this group as well, so, you know. We had a little bit of a talk between Rindo and Yuma on the roof there. We know not a lot was really said there, but Yuma's father was mentioned, which is cool. One of the funniest parts is probably just Sakurako. She has recordings of like all the commentary, so she makes like a backroom deal with Kei to get some. That was pretty funny. She's a weird girl. Everybody has their hobbies, I guess, but it's so weird. We got into some Murakami backstory, you know, because we already knew that there was rumors that Arifune like quit being an attacker because of him, because he has that experience in his past of like ruining things for people because of his ability. So that's just what the conclusion they jumped to. But he tried to make it sound like that's not the case, that he's always kind of planned to do this. It's just, you know, because of what Murakami has done to kind of sped things up a little bit. He had his theory proven, he could move on to something else, you know. He definitely tried to make it seem like it wasn't like a matter of him feeling pushed out of it or anything, so it's a possibility he's just trying to be nice, you know, but I guess we'll never really know exactly. But it seems legit to me. But yeah, he has interesting goals. I did get a little bit of a kick at watching Nasu transform, but I mean, this isn't exclusive to them, but just how they transform in their faces like does not change in the slightest as the transformation passes it. Just completely the same. Like, I don't think I could do that. Just keep a very still stone face as I'm transforming. You know, I don't think I could do that. Like, I would just be like looking around like, oh my god, this is so cool, I'm all sparkly. I mean, that's just me, to be fair, but, you know. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed that for various reasons. But yeah, on their group they have Nasu Rei, Akane, and Kuma. Yeah, so that's their team. And they seem pretty likable for the most part. Apparently Akane cries. That's what they said, so I would like to see some of that, personally. And yeah, great to have Kei and Jean on commentary. That's really cool. I'm excited to see exactly what they can do going forward in this match. I'm sure they can both give some pretty good insight and pretty good entertainment value. But yeah, Konami was not a big fan of Yuma losing his match, you know, which is understandable, to be sure. But yeah, we did know that Nasu chose the riverbank as their option, but we didn't find out what the weather was like until we actually got there. And that's a problem. That's a problem. The water is only waist high, but when you have the wind and rain, and it's a problem crossing, you don't want to get caught in that. So it'll be interesting. We've actually finally started to really mess with the weather and stuff. So, but that should lead to some interesting events happening in the match. Obviously, Yuma and Murakami are the biggest targets, you know, as far as worrying about, you know, building a strategy around. So, yeah, we'll see how they do. But thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.